Hi, this is Mr. VanCappellen. Today we're going to continue discussing scale factor. Previously we talked about enlarging and reducing figures, similar figures. We solved problems where we increased or decreased the scale factor. We also used paper and pencil to enlarge a comic strip. And if you remember, you went from a 1/4 inch grid lines to 1 inch grid lines, so you enlarged it by a factor of 4. The next thing we're going to do a logo project. You're going to create and dimension a logo using Autodesk Inventor. The logo can be from your favorite sports team, a superhero, a TV show, or you can create your own logo. For the purposes of this discussion, I'm going to recreate the Houston Rockets logo that you see on the right here. If you look closely, this is a creative logo. You can see the R, obviously. Also, it has a rocket launching into space. While creating this logo sketch, you're going to use your prior knowledge of Autodesk Inventor. You're going to use the line tool, the arc tool, the trim tool, the circle tool, and the polygon tool. And you need to make sure you add dimensions as you do this. A suggestion is to use the metric system when doing this sketch. That way you're using decimals and whole numbers and you don't have to deal with any fractions while creating your lines and circles. Also, if you're going to do a symmetrical logo, think about how you can use the mirror line. Here's a sample 2D sketch I have created of that Rockets logo. I recreated it using a 2D sketch. I used the line tool, the arc tool, several different constraints while doing that, and you can see the dimensions there, and those are all in millimeters. After you've made the 2D sketch, you want to double check your dimensions, save the file. Then you want to extrude that 3D figure to a thickness of 1 millimeter, and that seems rather thin. That's okay. When we get ready to print it, there's a button in our 3D printer software where you can scale up or down, and we want to scale up. You also, as you extrude, you need to pick a color that you want to print your logo out in. After extruding, I chose to make my Rockets logo the color red. When we print this, we have various colors of PLA. We have red, black, white, purple, pink, blue, and orange. After you've done your Inventor file and you've made it 3D, you need to save it and name it, and I want you to name it your initials logo. So mine would be GVC logo. Next, you need to save this as a different type of file. You need to save this as an STL file. This is something we have to do so we can use it and get it into the software that our Affinia H480 3D printer uses. Next, I'm going to show you some examples. Here's my Rockets logo example. After it's been printed, I printed it and scaled it up several times. I think I scaled it by a factor of 3, and you can see relative to the mouse it's about the same size. And once we print it out, we'll use some pliers and sandpaper to make sure all the edges are smooth and we get all the excess material trimmed off. There are also some other materials printed by your classmates. Here's an example of the Jumpman logo, and also you can see the little triangle there. That's from the Legend of Zelda video game, and on the right you have 2 keychains with some text extruded into those. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Some of the sites you'll use, you've used my YouTube channel previously to learn the basics of Autodesk Inventor. I also have my Twitter handle. There is where I will showcase your student work after we print these out. And the software we use, I use Microsoft PowerPoint and TechSmith Camtasia to show you this presentation, to present this discussion to you. You're going to use your Dell desktop computer. You're going to use the Autodesk Inventor software, the 3D Print Pro software, and hardware. You're going to use the Affinia HD480 3D printer. All in all, I think this is going to be a fun project where you get to be creative and showcase your skills using Autodesk Inventor, and we're also going to tie it into math content, as we're either going to scale up or down your Inventor sketch. Once we have it saved as an STI file, we're going to scale it up or down and print out an actual physical part that you can hold and you can show to your classmates and also take home and show to your parents. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.